going to shamelessly plug one of our vendors and sponsors, DJI, because these gentlemen are serious people, and on your production, you definitely need to hire them. But if you want to understand this technology a little bit, go and buy a Phantom and see that this is being a pilot, and start to understand a little bit about how challenging that this is. And you'll get some experience hand-on as a person, having fun as a prosumer, what's happening with one of these aircraft. But the experience that we're talking about, going from this power, this freedom of flight, right? This gateway to aviation. That's really the way to look at it. Okay, gateway to aviation now with an unmanned aircraft. But when you're going to do your set, or you're going to do anything professionally, you've got to be by the book, or these gentlemen won't be able to do their job. You'll also put your crew members and your talent at risk. That's a very, very good spot for us to start taking some questions. Thank you, your knowledge, and I think you guys did a great job talking about a lot of different things. Is there anything else before we open up to questions you guys want to throw in there?
Maybe just one comment that I suspect everybody here kind of acknowledges, but I thought it was sort of indicative of the industry, how naive it was and continues to be, as many people have just pointed out. But not so many months ago, actually Keith and I were at a drone film festival in New York City, and the festival was for films that were shot exclusively, or the majority were shot with drones. And if I remember correctly, there were 35 films or so entered, or that made the finals, that were shown at the film festival, meaning that there were 35 drone operating companies that were representing there. And of the 35, only one of those had their 333 exemption. And so I guess my point is that all 35 were killer films. They were phenomenal. They were artful. They were thoughtful. They characterized it. They gave a message. They were all brilliant. But the point is that they didn't have the credentials to back themselves up to be able to show that they were operating legally. So to you guys, as you're trying to decide who to use, go beyond the flashy, film award-winning film that they may have, to make sure that they do in fact have the credentials that are necessary to prove that they're operating legally. Because again, the point I made earlier, if you're not operating legally, you won't be insured, despite what they may think. So anyway, so that's the deal. So thanks, you guys.
I might add too, they run the risk of getting a letter from the FAA with a fine. That part of it's not fun either. Nobody, like I said, it's different when you approach them, but it's a whole other financial issue if they find you. So, all right, I think we'll open up for some questions.